Good evening all. So welcome to this session to all the participants. A heartily welcome to all. So today the webinar is organizing by Department of EEE, Mallareddy College of Engineering and Technology, Maisamagoda, Tulupalli, Hyderabad from Telangana. So first of all, today topic is artificial intelligence in electrical engineering, right? So before starting, the principals are Dr. V.S.K. Reddy and conveners Professor K. Subhash sir, Director of Assistant Professor from Department of EEE, and Rajashekar sir, Assistant Professor, Department of EEE. So a warm thanks to all of you for accepting our invitation and organizing this webinar. I hope everyone doing fine in this pandemic situation. So about Mallareddy Engineering and Technology. So you can see a brief video about Mallareddy Engineering College. So about Mallareddy Engineering College, you watched the video, right? So from the past 16 years, this college providing excellent students in the industry and in all from India itself. And today the topic is AI, artificial intelligence in electrical engineering. Myself, Srinivaslu, I completed in my MTech, and from the past few years, I am working as a power electronics engineer in Matlab Simulink domain in Pantech solutions. So about Pantech solutions, so Pantech solutions as usual established in 2004. We have 7 branches from all over South India. More than 100 employees are working in Pantech solutions. And till now we conducted, Pantech solutions conducted more than 200 workshops in different domains we are conducting. Till now, from the last 16 years, we reached 8,50,000 students we reached, and our portfolio research and development for industrial projects and faculty development programs and hands-on training workshops, internships and in-plant trainings, short-term courses, value-added courses, academic project training by Pantech Private Limited, and customized design service and state of the art and research and development. So from these 16 years, so whatever the technology coming in the industry, current industry, so for the electrical people and electronics people, we are offering Internet of Things. So in the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, embedded systems, robotics, VLSI, FPGA, TMS process, image processing, OpenCV, network simulation, wireless communication. And for electrical people, particularly those who are enthusiastically willing to learn how to simulate the models. So here we are telling power electronics design, any converter, new converter topology, or any advanced converter topology, and e-vehicle also. Current trend is e-vehicle. So in this e-vehicle, so what are the current strategy of a e-vehicle? So to start or to design an e-vehicle, what are the things electrical, what is our role as an electrical engineer, what is our role, how to design a new converter topology for a high power drive application, to develop a new inverter topology. So for any PMSM motor or BLDC motor, how to implement a multi-phase machines also. And these are the things we are offering for electronics and electrical people. And computer science and IT domain people, we are offering big data, data analytics, Internet of Things, and Python, Android application, and data and image processing, cloud computing, mobile computing. So in all these domains, we are offering faculty development training programs, internships, and workshops. So online workshop series also we are conducting. And today our topic is the content. Today the content which we discuss here, why we need artificial intelligence. So the everyone today are adopted the artificial intelligence, right? So why does artificial intelligence is a matter in electrical domain? What is the goal of artificial intelligence? What is the necessity of AI in electrical engineering? So what are the AI techniques? So if you observe the artificial intelligence, in that artificial intelligence, what are the techniques you need to implement? If you are an electrical engineer, if you are a power system engineer, if you are a power electronics engineer, if you are a renewable energy system, if you are working on renewable energy system, in all these domains comes under electrical only, right? So when you are working on particular domain, so these techniques, how it will help, we can see here. And what are the techniques here we will follow? Artificial neural networks. So neural networks, how to train the neural networks, what are the fuzzy logic controllers, and expert system techniques, genetic algorithms, and partial swarm optimization algorithms also. These are the techniques majorly will comes under the artificial intelligence area. So here first question is, why does AI matter? So current industry or current, if you observe in today's world, so with the voice assistant, if you observe the future iPhone, through iPhone or any advanced smartphone, if you are observing, through voice assistants only, you can control all the devices at your home application, right? If you are observing in your surrounding area, through voice assistants we are getting the route maps, right? Google Maps, we are following route map also. Like that, you can easily control by giving a voice assistant to your mobile. You can easily control all the devices, whatever the AC or fan or refrigerator, you can control all the devices to turn on the switch or turn off the switch. Like that, coming years, not only in home domestic application devices, it will be more. So as per the reports, McKinsey forecasting report, from 2030, the AI market, artificial intelligence market, is estimated to create $13 trillion economic value all over the world, and from McKinsey report. So that means AI is transforming engineering is nearly every industry, not only electrical, from the computer science or communication or mechanical area, it is transforming a new level. So the world is going in a new level by using the artificial intelligence. You can observe this figure: robotic analysis, autonomous, robotics and autonomics, industrial automation also. So industrial automation and predictive maintenance and patient monitoring. In medical application also, we can easily monitor the patients. If you observe in Hyderabad city, the every day we are increasing, the number of cases are increasing, right? The COVID, due to COVID, we are facing the situation. we are in the critical situation. So coming month, how many cases we will expect means by using, we can easily predict, we can't tell the exact value, but we can give the approximate solution to the people, and we can create awareness also. If you observe any German are used in the market. So not only electrical engineers, in all these industrial area it is going artificial intelligence. So beyond automated driving, AI is also used to model that predict machine failure. Suppose when we are using any vehicle, so one new car we are purchasing, if you people are applying the machine, in that machine artificial intelligence algorithm, that machine how long it will work, when the problem, when we can meet easily the accidents, and at that point so he can easily give the suggestions to you. If in case machine failure, or health and sensor analytics, health monitoring system also. Nowadays all the equipment, if you are observing advanced medical equipments also, they are utilizing the artificial intelligence technique only. So health monitoring system and robotic system. So now everyone are fearing about the COVID. So in that place, by replacing the manpower, we can replace with that one robotics. So then the robotic machines will take care of the patients, and it will check the if you are positive, you are getting positive or negative also, it can easily find out, and we can get benefits, more benefits. Humans will get more benefits, right? So in all these areas, so that means AI, artificial intelligence, opens a path for other new technologies, new devices, and new opportunities also it is providing. So here you can see here in today's world, so the artificial intelligence is growing very fast, and we are getting in touch with the different new technologies day by day. Day by day we are, if you are observing the world and how the world is going, means every day a new language is introduced and a new technique we need to implement. So every year, so if you observe any power system area or any power electronics area, every year the researchers and scientists they are trying to implement a new converter topology or a new power system network to improve the quality of the power, and how to observe the failures in the transmission network, how we people will monitor the failures, how we need to correct the failure if any sudden case due to the rainy season, heavy rainy season, then automatically unwanted faults will be created, right? Suddenly faults will be created. That means short circuit faults occur due to the trees are fall down, or maybe due to the lightning strikes we will get faults. So at that point these artificial intelligence will easily automatically, by placing the any IoT sensor, we can easily reconnect that one. We can easily reconnect that one. That means the future is no longer a time frame. That means the future is our mindset. How a man is thinking, like that the machine, what is the machine you developed, what is the converter topology you developed, what is the power system network, if you are placing any sensor device, how you are giving the coding, whether it is any algorithm you are implement. So through how the man will think, like that the machine also will think. AI is one of the fascinating and universal fields of electrical computer science, which has a great scope in the future. AI holds, artificial intelligence holds a tendency to cause a machine to work as a human. A machine will work like a human. So if you already watched the robo movies, if you are watching walking robots also there, cooking robots also there, most of the companies, so in most of the industry, China people, they are using the robots only, so they are reducing the manpower. And here you can see here artificial intelligence are like a think humanity and act humanity. AI, the ability of a computer to act like a human. It will act like a artificial intelligence, how the human mind is thinking, like that the machine it will be act. Think rationality or act rationality. According to our thoughts, the machine which we developed, it will be work. So and humanity will change more in the next 20 years than in the previous 300 years. From the last 300 years, if you are observing, so from there onwards, if you are observing today's world, so we are now we are in this pandemic situation, we are gathering in the YouTube channel, then we are discussing about the artificial, then you can imagine how the world is going, that the technology is connected with, the technology is connecting from different area, and all over the India we are connected, right, through the technology only. So next coming 20 years, so due to this artificial intelligence, it will be like we can't imagine how the world will be. So the science fiction is becoming science fact. Imagination and foresight are now mission critical. So the mission critical, and normally if anyone people will ask what is artificial intelligence means, artificial defines man-made. So the intelligence defines means about thinking power, right? So that means a man-made thinking power. Artificial intelligence is nothing but a man-made thinking power. And you can see here, for the first time in human history, the technology is going inside of us. The technology is going inside of us. If you are observing any interstellar movie, if you are observing any Hollywood movie, interstellar or inception movies, they are utilizing the advanced technologies. They are inside of they are putting chips also, right? If you are put in chip in your body, means you can easily predict what you are doing day by day. So then it will tell automatically, and you can easily grab. By observing this figure, you will get a clear idea. So coming years, the artificial intelligence means nothing but it is inside of the technology is going inside of us. Nowadays we are without mobiles, we can't live, right? So coming years, the technology is going to inside of us. Then it will be decide how we will act, how to react. Also, it will be tell. And here you can see here. So and today who is the wealthiest person means data. The person who have the data means he is the most richest person in the world. If you have the data, the required data according to the industry requirements, if you people have the data, it is a new oil. You no need to think about anything. If you have the caliber, if you have the caliber to solve any complex problem in a power system network, so then you will become a most richest person in the world. So the data is the new oil. It is a money. If you have the data means you will have more money. And artificial intelligence is the new electricity. Artificial intelligence is the new electricity. So what is the goal of artificial intelligence? Coming years, we are talking why we need artificial intelligence, why does artificial intelligence, and what is artificial intelligence we are discussing. What is the motto of artificial intelligence? What is the goal of artificial intelligence? So it will replicate the human intelligence and to solve the knowledge and intensity task, and it will solve the more complex problems, and an intelligent connection of perception and action also. So building a machine which can perform the task that requires human intelligence. Whatever the machine, if you are observing in current industry, the British government, they are implemented in the British naval ships a 15-phase type of induction motor drives. So you need to implement a new machine to your new electrical drive. So then this machine will be these algorithms, whatever the algorithms you people are implemented, and that will be replicate human intelligence only, right? So creating some system which can exhibit intelligent behavior and learn new thing by itself, demonstrate and explain, and can advise to the user. If you are creating a new machine model by implementing a new algorithm, artificial intelligence algorithm, then automatically if any problem occurred, so then automatically now we people are ready to take the decisions, right? Whether the route is good or not. So when we are going in a right side, so at that time any obstacles coming means then we will apply suddenly brakes, right? That means human people will take the decision. Like that, the artificial intelligence machine will have the capability like a human. It will take automatically decisions also. It will take decisions and it will give the advice to the people. It will give the advice to the people. Then you can easily, if you are in other work also, then you can easily rectify that problem. You can easily rectify that problem. So here the electrical, in coming this artificial intelligence, what is the role of in electrical engineering, where we can see this artificial intelligence. So in electrical engineering means mostly we will discuss about the power system, right? Power system is a vast topic. It's a vast area. So generation, it will deals with the electrical engineering and deals with the generation, transmission, distribution and utilization of the electrical good. So it is a big from UG level also it will comes near to 2 years we will study it, right? So it is a big chapter. So in this area we have so many, it is a more complex network also. And over the past 25 years, it is so feasibility of the application of AI. A variety of topics are there. Variety of topics in power system has been explored by a number of the investigators. So how to solve a complex problem? When we are getting a fault, how to clear that fault within the fraction of seconds? When we are getting a fault, when we are getting an unsymmetrical fault is created during the lightning strike. So whether it is a LG fault or double LG fault or triple LG fault. If you are working in your top of our college. So in top of our college, we are connected with the solar PV panel, solar modulations we created. So that is a power, that is a decentralized PV connected grid. Suppose if you are connected to grid means it's fine. Otherwise, your standalone PV system you are created in your college. On top of your buildings, you placed a PV panel. So then how to track the maximum power? How to track the maximum? Because that is also comes under power system only, right? So generation, we are generating the power through the PV panels. Then how to get the maximum power? How to get the maximum power? By using these artificial intelligence algorithms, we can easily get the we can easily track the maximum power at a particular point only we will get it. If suppose on top of your home or top of your building, if you are placed 10 PV panels, so from the corner to corner also you will not get the same power, right? So here we are in Maisamagoda. So if you are living in Kukatpalli, the Kukatpalli we are getting the temperature is different, and Maisamagoda the temperature may be different. So each area to area the temperature may be different. So from the corner 10 panels when you are placed in the top of your building, then all the panels will get the same irradiation temperature from the sunlight. It will not get, right? So at one point only you will get the maximum power point. So where you people are getting the maximum power, so that one you need to track. So in this case also these artificial intelligence will more helpful, and it will give the good solutions. And the topics, whatever the complex systems in all these areas, these artificial intelligence algorithms are more helping and to solve so many problems. So to solve so many critical problems from the past 25 years, coming years also we can expect more these artificial intelligence algorithms, more artificial intelligence algorithms. So the topics explored from various load forecast to real-time control and protection and even maintenance also. Suppose in a substation, how many people are working to maintenance properly for in our surrounding area? We have a substation, right? From that substation only we people will take the connection, and from we are taking the power. So per day, every day 3 people are will maintain 24/7, 3 people are will maintenance. So then it will be somewhat risky job, right? For a human it will be danger, right? So in that place if you are placing any robots, if you are placing that, robots will automatic machines, so that can easily solve those problems. And it will be maintenance case also we can utilize the automated robotics and protection system, power system protection area also we can place the robotic machines also. And you can see here what is the necessity of AI in AI power system means for industrial development with power system expansion and stability, whether voltage stability or transient stability, and the reliable operation we people need. and the technical advancements and selection and dynamic response of the power system are more essential. These are the more essential. We need to maintain the stability and the quality of the power also major thing. If you people are not getting the quality of the power means you will get more consumption. Economically, you people will face the burden. At the end of the month, you will get more power bill also if you are not getting the quality of the power. So with the growth of the power system, the complexity in the networks is increased tremendously. The complexity is increased. So as a consequence of this power system analysis by conventional techniques and conclusions from the acquired data, whatever the data we people have, from that whatever the conventional techniques we people are using nowadays, those are not achieve the good quality and it will not give the good solution. So by replacing those conventional techniques to the process for the information and management and remote sensing, through the remote location also we can easily monitor the subsystem also. So by advanced techniques, so these advanced techniques are replaced in that one and utility became more complicated. So nowadays everyone in every house 10 years back, in each and every home, there most of the people they are using more than four loads. Loads are very less only, right? Either fan or TV or any cooling refrigerator or cooling machine also there, right? So nowadays most of the people, each people have individual phone, each people have individual laptop and AC. So in every people the power consumption, economically the grid connected people, they are using more amount of power. That means the demand, how much power we people are generating, and the load side people they need more amount of power. So at that time also demand and supply, it is become more complex issue. So in that area also we can use these artificial intelligence algorithms. How to monitor the data, Hyderabad city, for every month how much power consumption is going in Jubilee Hills or Banjara Hills or Kokatpalli. If you are calculating each area wise also, we can easily collect the data. According to the data, coming month how much power we can expect. So then according to that we can generate the power, we can distribute that power without any interruption, without any disturbance also. Then how people will calculate all the data? Through AI algorithms, artificial intelligence algorithms, we need to calculate all the data in our locality or in our area. Each area we need to calculate. Then we need to plan according to the coming month. We need to estimate the power. More, if in case more power we can generate means, then the excess power we can give to other people or other area also. So then the demand and supply also, it will become more complex. So in that cases also we need to implement the artificial intelligence algorithm. So what are the techniques comes under the artificial intelligence? When we people are talking about artificial intelligence means the modern artificial intelligence technologies include, these are the following techniques: artificial neural networks, expert system networks, fuzzy logic systems, genetic algorithm. These are the more these are the four techniques which are comes under the artificial intelligence. And here, what is artificial neural network? So if you observe in our human body, we are connected with the nerves, right? Human body, the biological nerve system we have. If you are observing our body, if we people touch on top of any part of our body, we have some sense, right? We people have some sense. Then it will be when we people get any pain on our body means, then it will comes directly to our mind. So then we need to immediately give for that pain, we can give the solution easily like that. The artificial neural networks are biologically inspired systems, biological nerve system. By taking the human body itself, they are developed these artificial neural networks. Artificial neural network mathematical models to simulate the human biological neural network for processing the information, where each neuron produces one output as a function of the input. So we need to create the data, we need to take the data, that data we need to train the 70% of the data we need to train. So then the remaining 30% we can expect. So each type of neural network is capable of some specific work after being trained, and it is able to conclude as a function from the observation faced in the real life, such as function approximation, classification, and data processing. So these are the techniques. So these artificial neural network, you can see here. So the input data, the neuron and the synapse layer, and the output, right? So here we need to create the data. Hidden layers we are created. So we have in each corner of our body we have the nerve system, right? Like that, when we people are created like that, at a particular, whatever the condition, whether it is a rugged condition, whether a overheated condition, under cold condition also, we need to work that system with an high efficiency, means like that. So the rugged conditions we need to maintain whatever the product we are implemented. So at that point, these are the machines. If you observe this neural network, it will be number of neurons are interlinked, right? So here we created the hidden layer. So we need to give we people need to give the data, whatever the input data according to our requirement when we are implementing the power quality improvement. From that, according to that, we need to gather the data. Then we need to give the input. Then we need to train that data. And hidden layers will be created. Then the output, what is the output we people, what is the input we people are giving. So then we will get the approximate solution. If you are observing Hyderabad weather reporting, every day they are giving the weather reporting, right? Coming day, next 3 days we will get the rain. Rainy season, whether it is a cyclone will come, or a huge cyclone, or normal rainfall will come. They will give the prediction, right? How they are predicting? Through the artificial intelligence only, through the weather monitoring system also. They are giving all these information. How means they have the data, collection of data. That's what I said. If you have the data, you are the richest person in the world. So you need to collect the data. That data is the input to your system, particular system. Then you need to train the system. Then you will get the exact output or approximated output according to your requirement. And here, in what cases? So what are the three things we are observed? Input layer, hidden layer, output layer, right? So the input units do not process the data and information, but distribute the other units. So whatever the data we are giving as an input, that data will distribute to the other units. So then it will goes to the hidden layer. The units, these hidden layers. So these hidden layers only mainly. So these hidden layers will have the ability to map or classify the non-linear problems. When you are placing more the system, if you are placing the problem may be more complex or non-linear problem, means then at that case these non-linear hidden layers will have the ability to solve those problems. And the output layer, you can encode possible values to be allocated to the case of under condition, whatever the consideration you are giving, and it will come also. So here the ANN characters you can see here. So artificial neural networks are fast. Those are all, it will act fast, and they have robust nature and appropriate knowledge of the system model. And since they are fault tolerant, they can handle the situation of incomplete or corrupt data and information. If you are giving the incorrupt information, incorrupt data, or if you are not giving the exact data also, these artificial neural network will try to give the good solution or the approximate solution. They have the capability to learning ability. Have these artificial neural networks have the ability to learn on his own, and ANNs cannot perform a task other than one for which they are trained. So whatever the data, proper data, if you people are giving also, it will take according to that requirement. If you are changing, if you are giving one input, then you are expecting other output, means you will not get, right? So for any other tasks, they have to be retained. If you need to other data, so power quality problem or load estimation, different type of survey. So ANNs always generate the result all through the input data is unreasonable. So if the data, whether the data is reasonable or unreasonable also, it will give the output. Artificial neural network will give the output. So in which case these artificial neural network will apply in the electrical engineering. So the to power system stabilizer, load forecasting case, fault diagnosis, security assessment case, state estimation, and screening case, voltage stability, protection, load modeling. So in all these cases, artificial neural network or artificial intelligence will play a pivotal role in the electrical engineering domain. So here, and coming, what is the methodology we people need to follow? So real world problems in generation and transmission and distribution of the electricity grid can be fed to the artificial neural network to obtain a solution. If you need to get any solution, generation. So we are generating most of the power, we are generating from the thermal power plants only. In Kottagodam or Ramgodam, we are generating the most of the power. So from that power only we need to give to all our Telangana. So then how we people need to estimate how much power we need Hyderabad city, then Warangal, Karimnagar. So we need to distribute the power, right? So then how much power we are generating from the thermal power plants, how much power we are generating from the hydro power plants, Srisailam or Nagarjuna Sagar, and how much power we are generating from the renewable energy system. We need to calculate all these things. Then only we can transmit the power, we can distribute the power to the load side also. So these all the, whether it is a generation or transmission or distribution or utilization of the grid also, this artificial intelligence will give the exact solution, and it have the ability to solve the complex problems in the power system network in power system network domain. So here fuzzy logic system. So then comes another most thing here, fuzzy logic system. So the fuzzy logic system, it is nothing but the degree of the membership function. And so this fuzzy logic system was invented in around 1960s. Latif Jade. So the fuzzy logic sets, fuzzy algorithms, fuzzy artificial intelligence also it will come. So it will be like yes or no type questions. If you have any question, when you people are having lunch or not, means we have two options only, either yes or no. So in the case of fuzzy logic system, in between the true and false, that means if you are taking true as 1, false means if you are taking 0 means, in between 0 to 1 we can create the infinity rules. That is nothing but the fuzzy logic system. So here the fuzzification is main important. Fuzzy systems around 1965 and become popular in technical problem solving complication. So then you people need to give the data. So whatever the data, so whether the data, whatever the power electrical engineering problems we have, in that one we need to create the data. So that data, the fuzzification, input is the fuzzification, then according to the input fuzzification. So that means if you people are, if you, for a best example, these fuzzy Latif Jade also from United States of America only. So he analyzed and he gave a good example in according to his analysis. He given according to US market, he gave a good example. So that example is comes under, you people are 5 or 6 people are went a good restaurant. If you 5 people of your friends or your family people went a good restaurant and you take a lunch or dinner you are taking, then according to the quality of the food and the service, how the restaurant people treated you, how the restaurant people they are treated you, and how the quality of the food you will observe. Then restaurant people, how the customer service. So according to the customer service, quality of the food only, you will pay the tip, right? Whether you people will at the end of the when you are leaving the restaurant, you will pay the 10% or 20% or 30%. Then that tip, it will depend upon the service only, right? So quality of the food and the service, so it will be depend upon the how they are treated, how their food is. So these two parameters only we are taking as an input. So then the tip will be depend upon these two factors, right? So he classified like this. So then if you are feeling good, both service and quality of the food is also best, means you will give the 25% or 30% tip also. If you are feeling not good, the service is not good means, then you people will give 10% of the tip only, right? So this is will be like that. This is not purely, this is not a programming language. Fuzzy logic, it is not a programming language. It is a linguistic variable and mathematical means of describing ambiguity in linguistic terms instead of the exact mathematical description. Here we are following the degree of the membership functions. So first we need to analyze the fuzzification, that data input factors, and defuzzifications we need to implement. In that defuzzification, this defuzzification is according to the fuzzification, defuzzification only, it will analyze the problem, the machine or any product or any human intelligence or any robotic also, it will analyze the machine and the decision will take. If you are observing, the best example of the fuzzy logic system means, it is if you observe your washing machines at your home application. If you are observing the washing machines, now the dry clean, it will dry and it will wash the clothes, both it will do, right? So we are giving the set point within the 10 seconds or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, we will put the set points. Within the 15 minutes it will dry and it will wash also. So then how much dirty water it will be removed and cleaning clothes, so it will be calculated. So in automotive machines, in all the advanced automotive machines, the best example is washing machine only for fuzzy logic system. If you are observing conventional fuzzy logic system means, if you are observing 10 years back, so those fuzzy logic means what we people will do, we need to wash the clothes in a separate dryer, then we need to take those clothes and we need to put in another one, right? So then it will do. So nowadays advanced machines are come in the industry. So in the electrical industry, so then people will ask, so the fuzzy logic system, why we are using that fuzzy, whatever the washing machine also, it will comes under the electrical engineer only. Whatever the motor we are using, that motor we people will only deal, right? So whatever the algorithm we are implementing, so electrical engineer only we can implement that algorithm, fuzzy logic algorithm. Whatever the machine they are preferring, induction motor or any BLDC motor, any permanent magnet synchronous motor also, whatever the motor may be, we people only will do, right? We people will deal that problem. So that is our role in the domestic applications. And fuzzy logic character, if you are observing, fuzzification provides over simplification and superior express power and improved capability, and it allows a particular level of uncertainty throughout an analysis and consequence of allowed uncertainty. It minimizes the problem complexity and available specific information. So most of the case power system analysis is performed either with the approximation or with the assumption based data. So in that case fuzzy logic will do a great job here also. So how fuzzy logic can be used in power system means, so designing of physical components in the power system, and anything for small circuit or large mainframes also, these fuzzy logic can be useful. So to increase the efficiency of the components, whatever the components we are using in the power system network, we can go through fuzzy logic system. Then power system analysis and the approximate values are assumption, and in all these cases fuzzy logic will give good solutions. So here we need to follow the data. We said fuzzification, defuzzification. According to that we people need to create the rules. According to our rules only, the machine or any quality power quality or PI controller it will work. So it will work. The fuzzy logic provides the conversion from the numerical to symbolic inputs only. So in all these applications, so power system controller, fault diagnosis, security assessment, load forecasting, state estimation, and reactive power planning controller, or any new converter topology also, whether it is isolated or DC-DC converter topology or non-isolated, or any multi-level inverter topology also, we can implement this fuzzy logic controller. So these are the expert, these are the most of the automobile companies or automotive industry, they are using artificial neural network and the fuzzy logic system. And another more thing is expert system. These are introduced in 1960s and they are commercially comes in 1970s and applied throughout the industry in IETEs. So it is also called knowledge based system or rule based systems. So the knowledge is generally stored in one of the forms like rules or decisions, models and the frames. Here it is these expert system also interface the mechanism to solve the problems which cannot be difficult to solve any human. If we people are not ready to solve that problem, means in that case when we can implement these expert system, means it will give the exact solution. And the common form of expert system is computer program containing the rules for analysis and recommendations for the user. Whatever the recommendations we are getting now, so suggestions we are getting in the Facebook, like that, right? So in all that cases, these expert system only they are using. And here in that applications, so many applications in the power system related, power system designing and analysis and data generation facility, knowledge acquisition facility, and it will be work mostly on knowledge based only it will work. And if you see the genetic algorithm, so it gives you a global technique based on the biological metaphors only, and it is an optimization technique based on the natural selection and natural genetics. So several methods for increasing the efficiency and analysis of power system to increase the power output can be proposed in these methods. So it is the best method for solving the complex and nonlinear problems, and it is used for planning of power generation, transmission and distribution also. And the parameters, whatever the parameters, to adjust the parameters, so for excitation, to solve the voltage controller problem or current control problem, and reactive power compensation. So the reactive power in the power system, reactive power is a useless power, but reactive power will help to drive the active power. So it will give the back force, and the active power only we people will use. So we need to reduce the reactive power. And here in all the cases, so the artificial intelligence, whatever the techniques we people are using, economical load dispatch and generation and operational planning based, in all these hydrothermal generation scheduling also, these will play a key role. And power transmission capacity in the optimal power flow, real and reactive power, limits of generators, and system reliability also we are using the AI only, artificial intelligence only we people are using. And automation for power restoration and management and security margins. And in all these cases we people are using these artificial intelligence or AI techniques only. Fuzzy systems, ANNs, and expert system and environmental sensors to sense the environmental and atmospheric conditions and to provide the input to the expert systems also. So here I will show you a simple example. So whatever the techniques we people are discussing, so these are all the techniques. So when you need to implement a product, a real-time product, so whether it is a PV system or any power quality product, so we people know well about in power system, means to overcome those power quality problems, fact devices will help, right? So whether it is a DVR or DStatCom or shunt active filter or UPKC, unified power quality conditioner, and modified UPKC, these are the these are all why we are using, means to overcome the power quality problems and to give a best solution to the customers, right? So at the same time here, whatever the product we are discussing, whatever the AI techniques, fuzzy logics technique, these techniques we can implement in a Matlab. So Matlab is everyone know, millions of engineers all over the globe, millions of engineers are working in Matlab. So all over the globe, more than 6,500 universities, they are working in Matlab only, and they are using the Matlab tools. So Matlab is not a licensed tool. Matlab is not a open source, sorry. Matlab is not a open source. It is a licensed tool only. We need to purchase the licensed tool. System problems, whatever the power system, converter topology. Here, the Matlab, the variable name, how much we can give means, if you see here, I am giving the name, letter. Normally our name, how much letters? 5 to 6 letters or 10 letters, right? Here I am giving name length max. So it is not a programming language. So Matlab is not a programming language. So the professor of Cleve Moller, he was invented this matrix laboratory. Initially, before the Matlab, so the engineers or scientists, they are feeling so much difficulty to understand the programming languages. So here no need to learn that much programming skills. You don't need to learn. But if you are a good mathematician, if you have good skills on mathematics, you can easily develop a new algorithm, a new converter topology, and you can solve any complex problem also. Either state space analysis or control system, whatever the control system problem also we can solve. So here Matlab means matrix laboratory. Whatever the matrix problems we people have, to find the rank of the matrix, elementary operations, we can easily analyze in this one. So here 63 characteristics we can give the name length maximum we given. So up to 63 characteristics we can give the variable length, so it will accept also. So here whatever the values you people type here, it will appear in the command window. And here I am showing MPPT algorithms in artificial neural network. So this is the program which we here if you write in the script means it will save in the .m file only. So the temperature, and here we given voltage and Imax, Igmax and Vmax. We are training the data for a neural network, and you can see here how to train whatever the data we people are giving here. So we are given some data and we've written the program with a for loop only. And if you observe this one, here I am running the model. So then we need to train the data. When we are train the data means, so it will be trained. Here we will get the trainer. First we need to select the data. This data we need to give the command. So Matlab have the feasibility. We have number of inbuilt functions are there in the Matlab. We have number of inbuilt functions are there. And through these inbuilt functions, we can whatever the inbuilt functions we are giving here. So according to that, it will be work here. So here FF neural network, feed forward neural networks. Here we have two type of supervised neural networks are there, unsupervised neural networks are there. So here I am choosing feed forward neural networks. Here I am selecting. Then I am training that one. So FF NN training, it is trained. So then here we will see here how to train the system, whatever the data we people are giving here now. So this data related the MPPT only, how to get the maximum power point, voltage and power, and voltage and current characteristics. So we can see here. Here you can see here it is showing somewhat busy. We can see the trained system. So we have in Matlab more than 100 toolboxes are there. Not only electrical engineers, communication and DSP system toolbox is there, aerospace system toolbox is there, and fuzzy logic toolbox is there, neural network toolbox is there, state flow is there, and SimScape and SimPower system. So more than 100 toolboxes are there. So we can, if you have aware of any 5 toolboxes means, then we can design any model also. We can design any model as per our requirement. Here I given the data. So then here I applied to train the system. Number of toolboxes are there. Through that toolboxes we can easily work here. We can easily if the temperature, how the MPPT algorithms mean, the MPPT algorithms normally in PV systems or MPPT algorithms, you can see here a neural network is training. So here the neural network training. So the temperature, photovoltaic module characteristics. You can see here 64, 82 iterations, a number of iterations it is going, right? So this is the input which we are given. So then according to our data, this is the hidden layer. This is the hidden layer and the input function, hidden layer and the output, which here up to 250 iterations it is trained, right? So then these are the photovoltaic, that means solar PV panel module characteristics we are getting. So each second, so the temperatures if you are observing at our home, at our real-time applications if you are considering, means from morning to evening the temperature will not be constant, right? So the temperature minute to minute, whether it will be increased or decreased. So then according to that we need to give the our required data input we need to give. So the temperature conditions. So here from this PV panel module, what we will get through this PV module, we will get the DC power only, right? So we will get the DC power only, and here this is the MPPT algorithm, and this is the feed forward neural network. So here we are given the irradiation temperature, irradiation. This is the irradiation data, and this one is the temperature. Temperature, according to the temperature only, the solar PV panels, how much irradiation it will take, whether it will take 1000 irradiation or 800 irradiation or 1500 or 3000 irradiation. It will depend upon the temperature in the weather. So here you can see here, whatever the Simulink blocks we are preferred here now, all these blocks we can take from here. All these blocks. This is the Simulink library. You people know well about these things. A Simulink library. In this Simulink library, we have number of toolboxes are there. From that toolboxes only, according to our requirement, we need to implement our design. So these are the Simulink audio system, communication, HDL coder, neural network toolbox, right? If you see here, neural network toolbox, fuzzy logic. So for this neural network toolbox, how we are trained the system, whatever the data we are created, these neural network toolbox, we given the data in the simscape, in the command script file, then we trained the system. So then we here power versus voltage or power versus voltage 1 in these MPPT algorithms. Here I am running the model here. You can see here I connected XY graph. So from this we can observe the here power versus voltage, how much voltage we are getting here and what is the power. You can see here this Y axis is power and X axis is the voltage only. You can see here, so power versus voltage we can see here. How much voltage we are getting, whether 40 watt. So then a panel we can create, then only we can say the stability of the PV panel also. So whatever the conditions may be, whether we are getting the quality of the power through that PV panel. So when we need to design a new PV panel, 500 wattage PV panel. So in market we have 10 watt PV panels are there, 100 watt PV panels are there. If you purchasing 100 watt PV panel, means the cost of 100 watt PV panel, it is around near to 400, but that 100 watt PV panel will give 12 voltage only. So here according to that how much voltage you are getting and what is the volt, how much wattage from that PV panel you will get. The same 12 volt panel, it will give the 50 watt also. So depending upon the wattage, the cost will be different here. So here it is running, right? So these are the Simulink models. So each and everyone for participating in this session, and by giving this opportunities, thanks to the management of Maharaja Engineering College, MRCET College, management of principal sir, HOD sir and coordinators especially. for giving this opportunity, Department of Tripoli. Thank you all, those who are waiting patiently for listening this session. And here, coming weeks or coming month, we are organizing with IETE internship program also in machine learning, deep learning, e-vehicle design using the Matlab. So in that e-vehicle, new isolated converter topology, which it will give 98% of the efficiency. And we will discuss with the T-type multi-level inverter with to control the squirrel cage induction type of motor. So Tesla Model 3, Tesla Model S cars, they are using the asynchronous machines only. So regarding that one, which company are preferring which type of motors, we will discuss in that internship session. Android application development and Internet of Things and cloud also. We are organizing in association with the IETE. So we are partnership with the IETE Mumbai chapter, and we are organizing these sessions. And here coming 5 days technical training program also in all these domains: Python, PCB design, embedded system, Matlab programming and image processing, core Java, advanced Java, Android application development, IoT, VHDL program. We are organizing different webinars. And coming month, August month, in association with the NIT Suratkal from Karnataka, with Pantech e-learning, we are conducting online workshop series. Thank you all. Thanks to the management of Maharaja Engineering College. Give your valuable feedback in the comment section, below comment section. If any regarding any queries, any mistakes also, you can mention all. Then we can rectify if you did any mistakes, then how to improve. Those people who are coming newly means you can subscribe our channel. Every day we are conducting different webinars in different domains. You can get all the details through our YouTube channel. You can subscribe our channel. Thank you all. Stay home, stay safe. Have a nice day.